Hey everybody, alright, you hear that incredibly awesome sound coming out of the computer? That sound, which I'm sure everybody has heard at one time or another, that comes from the fan. That's the shaft on the fan motor that is on the display card. And I'm going to show you how to fix that so that sound goes away and you don't have to go out and buy a whole new graphics card, graphics board to get rid of that annoying sound. So the first step is you are going to look on the back of your computer, find out where your monitor cord plugs into. Then you're going to go up to the top, and you see those little screws over there. Your computer might be different, but you're going to go remove the screws that are holding the card in that your monitor cable plugs into. For me, that is this lovely card that you see in the dark over here. And after you remove your card, I'm going to remove my card. I'll show you what you need to do so that you don't have to go out and waste your money buying a new card. Very simple procedure. So go get your nut drivers or screwdriver and remove your graphics card, display card, whatever you want to call it. And then I will show you the next step. Here we go. Before I take this board out, I just want to prove that I'm not making any of this up. Here's my video card. This is going to mess up my computer for a second. But here's my video card. You hear the noise. There's a fan under here. I'm going to stick my fan in here. Don't do this because you could kill yourself. I don't want you to kill yourself doing this, but here's a fan. Alright, ow, it's that hot. Heatsink is really hot. I put my finger on there. The sound went away because the fan stopped. The fan's going to start up again, but the computer is not going to shut down properly. So that just proves that the fan is what is making all the noise in this computer. And now I'm going to remove the video card and show you how to fix the problem. Here is the video card removed. Make sure you don't put it on static material. Got this on a cotton towel, which is probably not the smartest thing, but I don't think it's going to burn out. Nice cheap Chinese video card. That's the fan. The fan is on the heatsink. The heatsink handles all of the heat that's coming off of the major component, and it dissipates the heat with all this metal, and then the fan turns to keep everything cool, including the metal heatsink. Now, I think, let's try to zoom in a little bit. I think you can see underneath the fan, underneath the blades, there's an incredible amount of dirt. Now you'll notice that when I put my finger on that fan, everything stopped, the noise stopped. So there's a lot of dirt. I think you can see it now. There's a lot of dirt underneath this fan. Normally you would want to lubricate something like this. I might have to take the sticker off of the top to be able to get down to the shaft. I will find that out in a minute. But you can see an incredible amount of dirt inside the fan mechanism, and that's probably contributing to the reason that there's more of it. Contributing to the reason why this fan is starting to make an enormous amount of noise. Lubrication's not on the shaft anymore. There's a lot of dirt on there, and you got dry metal against dry metal. So I'm going to go get in here. I'm going to get in here and try to blow some air in there and get some dirt out. I'll show you what comes out of there. And then I will probably, I'm putting my finger on the top where the sticker is, and it feels like there's an indentation, so there might be a shaft that I can drop some oil on there. I will find out in a minute and let you know. I removed the top sticker, and there just looks like a metal shaft coming through. I don't know if I'm going to be able to get a brush in here to really clean this properly. So I'm removing the 3 screws. There's one that I removed. There's a second one to the right. And there's one up at the top. I'm going to remove the 3 screws. That should remove this fan so I can get underneath it, hopefully lubricate it and clean it up a little bit. Now, if you don't want to go through a hassle like this, you can probably buy the fan on Amazon or go to a good computer store and buy a fan. There's the info. It's a brushless. It's a brushless fan. and it just depends on the model of your display card. So it might be easier for you. You might have to buy one of these little fans. I think they cost about $8 or $12, or if you buy a cheap $1 one, you're going to end up having a problem like this. They're brushless. They don't last forever. This is a really common problem. They are cheap fans that last a few years. This is probably 2 or 3 years old, maybe. So there's really no place to put any lubrication in there. I went in, I separated the blades a little bit, I cleaned inside there. The problem is that if you put lubrication in there, you've got electronics in there, and you could short everything out unless the lubrication dries out. What you want to use is something like mineral oil, sewing machine oil, something very light and watery that will not gum up and get all gooey. You don't want to use motor oil. You don't want to use 3-in-1 oil. You don't want to use, what's that stuff? Graphite. You want to use a very watery type lubricant, and that might be a big problem too, because when this fan kicks in, it might be splattering oil all over this and making a huge mess, and maybe shorting out the whole fan and blowing up everything. So you got to be really careful what you're going to do and how you're going to lubricate this. Then you would put the fan back in, put your 3 screws in, plug your board in, power up your PC, and see if everything's working. Remember, even though power is kind of shut off when you power down your computer, always unplug your power cord, because there is still AC inside the unit, and you don't want to short yourself out and die. Do you? No. Okay, so time to go lubricate my fan. Okay, I removed the fan, as you saw. I lubricated everything. An incredible amount of lubrication. I think you can see. There's oil all over this paper towel because I used a lot of lubricant inside here. It's either going to work and fix the problem, or it's going to short out the fan and I'm going to have to go out and buy another one. But the problem's got to be solved one way or another unless you want to live with noise. So you can see I unplugged the cable. I marked the connector what side was black so I would plug it in the right way. And now I'm going to, and then I made sure I blew a lot of air through here to try to remove as much lubricant. Don't use KY jelly or Astroglide or Astrolube. Okay, time to plug this thing into the computer and see if I fixed my problem or made it worse. While you're in there, make sure you clean your memory and your fan inside. Clean the inside of the case, get all the dust out of there. And here, I'm going to power it up now. It's either going to make a lot of noise or it's going to blow up or not work. So here we go. Where's that power button? Power button. Okay, the motor's running on the fan, but I don't hear any noise. So that problem is solved. Is the fan running? Yep, the fan's turning. And let's see if we have video. There's video. That's how you fix the fan on your noisy video card. Please subscribe to my channel. Thumbs up. Link all my awesome videos to everything that you can in the world. And make sure you go to my channel page, click on support this channel, and donate what you can to help me out making all these incredible videos for everybody. Thanks for watching. See ya.